Please welcome our second contestant, Jordan Reutas. Jordan Reutas.
Contest Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, wasn't it an absolute delight to listen to Selena Templeman's speech this morning? Broken. What a fantastic speech. Selena walked us through this idea of being in a rut and using a transformational experience, such as a catastrophe, to change the way you think about yourself and your life. I really enjoyed this speech, and it had a number of key strengths. Things that particularly stood out for me were the hook that Selena used to bring us all in as an audience. Speeches are made or lost in the first 30 seconds. If you can hook people in and you've got them, the rest of the speech is easy. Selena did this particularly well in 3 ways. She used tension and using this catastrophe of the earthquake to bring us all in and realize that there was a problem that she had to face and there were challenges along the way. It was gripping. She used humor. I'm certain that she didn't say stuff that. I got that inference. And she used participation. She got us all to close our eyes to visualize what she was doing and the experience that she had. So from that moment, we were hooked. We were ready for more, and the rest of the story then flowed more naturally. She had her engagement. She could then complete the rest of her transformational experience. Now, regardless of the level of a speech, there is always an opportunity to grow as a speaker, and there's always an opportunity to learn as audience members. So what was that opportunity today? When I looked at Selena's speech and I listened to her talk, the thing that stood out to me the most was freedom and ability to be natural on stage. So to be natural on stage, you must undo all that is unnatural. What was unnatural about the way Selena spoke today? The first thing I picked up on, and I imagine this will be mentioned elsewhere, is the use of palm cards. Using palm cards is fine. I think it's fine to be able to use notes, but it's how you use these devices that dictates how your speech is received. If you were to talk to someone in a normal conversation and you had one arm pinned to your right-hand side, that wouldn't be very natural. You wouldn't be able to communicate in the way that you normally would because you use your hands to think. This was the undoing with the palm cards. I think it was great to have them, but they pinned Selena's arm to her left-hand side. She was then disadvantaged because she didn't have 2 hands to communicate all of the non-verbals that make a speech so great. So in the future, if you're going to use palm cards, you have to allow them, or use them in such a way that allows you to remain natural in your speaking style. The other point that I wanted to mention about being natural and free-flowing on stage is this is a big room. It's daunting. I know I'm up here right now, Selena, but you've got to be able to use the stage and reach every corner of the room. You've got to be able to walk around and connect with every member of the audience. I feel as though there was a central part of the stage that Selena stuck to, and if she could have broadened her horizons and potentially engaged with every person in the room, she would have been able to connect even more with us. The last point that I really liked about the speech was that transformational journey that she took us on. Selena took us from a rut, and the rut that she was in. She used this catastrophe to give herself some deep questions, to prompt herself to think about how she could improve her life, and gave us all a challenge, gave us all a call to action. This is imperative in every speech. So to quickly summarize, things that I particularly liked about Selena's speech were the hook that she used. Improvements could have been the palm cards and being more free on stage, and also then the ability to call to action. Thank you very much.